So this is just. So you can see the radar operating there.
I see. So it's radar's overlaid over the chart plotter.
Yes. Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yep.
And then just over here, so you've got with the speed. So this is actually the boat speed with the log.
Yep.
And then there, that's just get to the GPS speed. So that's the GPS speed.
Speed over ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see at the moment we've got 0.8 of a knot of current pushing us out.
Yep.
So that's all working. I really like seeing the difference. You can see what the tide's doing.
Yes.
And then just over here you can see that's the chain counter.
Right.
So and the controls for it there.
Yep.
Here's the autopilot. So I mean we can go and change course a little bit there. 20. You can see
feel it changing straight away.
You can see it moving over there.
Yeah, and that's all hydraulic, isn't it?
Yeah.
This, sorry, can I come back over here?
Yeah.
That is your anchor control as well as counter. So you can drop the anchor and raise the anchor from there.
So those are the buttons there. We hardly ever use these buttons, to be honest. We have always one person at the front,
forward.
one person here, and the person at the front, you can see exactly what's happening with the anchor. They control it with those foot buttons there. So we just got a fishing boat here.
Yep.
Turn. Right out of his way.
That just resumes you back to your previous, or that's just changing you 10 degrees.
Yeah, just the fishing boat going past. Then just here on the chart plotter, I'm just going to turn off the radar. So it just sort of pulls up. Let me just show you. That's just the range we've set on the radar now. We just put that back on standby. So just to show as well, this is the AIS over there.
Oh, yep. And you can move the cursor to it and it's giving you the details of what that vessel is.
So that's that yellow ship over there. And then we'll see more as we kind of go out. Then just the depth sounder. So this, we've got two depth sounders.
Two depth sounders there, yes. So they're both off different sounders, units in the hull.
So that's the port hull.
Yep.
And that's the starboard hull.
Okay.
So just nice when you're going into a reef sort of situation, you can see exactly what's happening. This one's a digital, it's quite a fancy digital high definition, whatever Raymarine one. What else? We don't really use that, but yeah, we can.
Just back over to the wind instruments over here. So that's currently showing apparent wind.
Yes, apparent, and then we can switch to true over there. So it's 12 knots.
12 knots.
And then to get this to work, you've got to have the speed log in.
Okay.
It uses the speed log to calculate the true and apparent.
Yep.
So, because I always take the speed log out and then put it in.
Oh, so it doesn't get gunked up.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Does it have an automatic close off so that you can lift it in and put it in, out and in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And that's down port hull again?
Port hull, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Port hull. And then just this one over here. So this is also a chart plotter as well.
Yes.
It takes a chip which you put in here.
Yep.
I think this, I'm not sure if this has got the chart for Australia in here, We had the chart for the Pacific, but
Yep.
not Australia.
But there is
But a nice
the
backup.
chips in that one for
Yes.
the Australia.
Great.
Yeah?
It's the mill plant for the transporter is Australia,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have Australia.
and then we've got the one for the Atlantic Victoria. And the other one, and the other one.
And then if we come across here, we've now got 8.3, 8.4 knots of boat speed.
Yeah. That's chart plotter, so you've got your display up there. Don't want to change it too much with so if we go
And that's just repeating up on the helm.
yes. Yeah. So it's all the same controls as what's on the helm.
Okay.
So we can see. I don't want to
No, I don't want to muck
too
about.
much with
That's fine.
going right, and that's just dimming those.
And you want to brighten and dim in there for me? Okay. There you go, you can see it.
So that works obviously better when you're out at sea because you'll have less.
So that's picking up a lot of radars because
Yeah.
there are so many on operating here at the moment.
But when you're out at sea in the ocean, there are no radars around. So
Yeah.
when you hear radar,
You get up there and have a look.
yeah. So just that's the listing. There's the registration documents. That's the ownership. When the first person took over, the life raft. That's the original life raft certificate.
Okay, so how old is it now?
So it's I bought it in 2008 before the boat was launched, and then the last service, the next inspection that's coming up.
Yeah.
We did it in 2012. It's due in July. The inspection, so it's still current.
Yeah.
That's the compass deviation card. This was our original survey on the boat. That's South African safety. Here's another South African safety. They're pretty serious about that in South Africa. So it's the government safety. This is the radio license documents. And they actually do all of them. So the VHF, the HF, the radar, the beepers, and all that. This is the AIS information.
Yep.
We've got that registered. If he ever goes through Panama, there's the Panama ship number.
Okay.
So when he goes through there, he's got that. That's for all the measurements and stuff for the boat. That's the quarantine release document. This is just kind of a safety thing, I suppose, where
Yeah.
the seatbelts are. That's the gas compliance.
Okay, so that's the new one you've just got?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay.
We've just done that. Yeah, and then these are just the sort of completion documents, so that's just got to complete that. That's the South African sailing in terms of transferring it.
Yep.
That was the EPIG registration details, so we'll be cancelling that when we need to.
Yep.
And there's all our bill of sale and purchase agreements that we'll be
Which
completing.
Michael's seen some of that.
And then this document here, this is just a sort of generic owner's manual for the Dean catamarans. So, it's got all the kind of general safety, maintenance, engine systems, electrical systems, waste. So it's a generic one for Dean, but I mean, interesting kind of information for a new owner.
A little bit of bedtime reading for Michael when he gets home.
Sure.
I'll stop there.
Here's the radio.
Yeah.
There's all the
yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
There's the fridge, the details on the fridges.
Turn off your gas. So we just when we just hook it when we at sea, so it doesn't
fall on your hand.
And for long passages, we just take it off.
Yes.
It's just there's a very nice spot here. In fact, it fits here.
All right. Yeah.
So we just put it here, and that's it. So it's just normal.
Yep.
Just it's a normal stove.
Gas remains on all of the time. You don't have a regulator that you need to turn on or off.
It's on all the time. We've got here,
Yep.
and also you've got the solenoid here,
Yep.
and just on and off.
Okay.
And then so it's just normal, and the oven. That's on.
Mhm.
So.
So oven and stove is gas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So it's just really normal.
Okay.
And then fridge, normal fridge. Nothing special. I don't know. There's no setup.
No, nothing special there. It just runs off the house batteries, and you've got your monitor down there by your hip.
No, but that one is just they're all independent. But this one,
Yeah.
where you've got that, because you can change the temperature. It can be a freezer or a fridge. So at the moment it's -13, and I think it goes to -25. And it's just so you've got the cooling system just around. So
Yes.
you can see it's really cold.
Yeah.
One kid plays and she loves ice blocks, so she's gonna put things in
Yeah.
and so it can be a fridge too.
Yep.
Depending on, we've always used that one as a freezer, and then there's one downstairs there,
Okay.
and it's the same. So just normal fridge.
Yep.
And then you've got the same kind of panel. So at the moment it's set up as a fridge, but
The microwave.
so the microwave. So when we've got the inverter on,
Yep.
so it was just off, and it's just normal.
Okay, so you just switch the
So-
inverter on at that plug.
No, the inverter's over there. But
Ah,
I just
okay.
switched
Very dry belch. Very dry. That's awesome. Then you can see the shaft that's on. So that's the regulator.
how much chain's out?
I know. I'm just going to show that there's 11.7
Okay.
meters of chain out there.
It's just the 0 is not 0, it's 0.5.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a big difference, but I don't know, we could reset it.
And how much chain would you normally lay out for the boat? Obviously, depending on the depth.
Yeah, it depends on the, but usually we were doing 3 times the depth.
But 3 times the depth.
That's the minimum,
Yeah.
which is kind of recommended, but it's much better. Looking to see if it's hooked properly.
Yeah.
So we just, I'm just going to zoom a lot,
Yeah.
and then you've got the little squares, and then this is where we are.
Yes.
So I'm just going back,
Mm-hmm.
kind of nearly full speed, and then we can see if it's moving.
If it's
or not.
dragging.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it feels like it's hooked up.
Yeah, I'm going. Sometimes then that's gonna flash because it can't read because of the
turbulence. Yeah.
But that's so now you see it's kind of pretty high rev.
Yeah.
And we're just not moving.
No.
So what we also do then, like Greg said before, we just put this anchor alarm. So it's the drift.
Yep.
So we'll go to drift, and for example, we'll put 40 meters.
40 meters. Mm-hmm.
And then exit, and then we can see that.
Yep.
And so every time we're going to get out
Outside of
the
that, the
circle,
alarm
it's
will
gonna-
go.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
quite nice. It's important to do it. Usually we do it when we drop the anchor. So
Yeah.
it's because if the tide turns or the wind turns, then you're going to really go around.
Yeah.
So don't do it when, once you drop the anchor and if you go back, because then you're going to be here.
Yeah.
And then
And-
if it does switch, the alarm is going to go off. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's just, but then it's easy to just set up the alarm again.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Elizabeth, what I also do over here is I would put this on
Yeah.
just as a safety. So that's how I leave the boat.
Yep.
So if anything happens to the bridle,
Mhm.
I've got this as a backup.
Got the extra back up there as well.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
At what point did you attach the bridle to the anchor chain as that was coming out?
That's something I probably just know.
Yeah.
But what would be good for him to do is to get some way of marking it that he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it in paint or something.
Yeah.
And you can measure the distance. You can do that just on shore, what distance you need.
Yeah.
So at that point, that's where you attach it.
Yeah.
That'd be good to do.
Yeah.
And for him to, as I mentioned, at some stage he might want to get a longer chain, but he can decide, whether he wants 70 meters or 100 meters.
What have we got at the moment?
Oh, this is just 30 meters.
30 meters.
So, this is enough if you're going to sand dunes or Tangalooma.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't go cruising around Australia. with
Yeah,
it.
no,
Darwin,
that's right. I
when
remember you
you've got a
saying that.
huge
And
tide.
anywhere in Moreton Bay, you're not going to need more than 30 metres.
I mean, you can literally anchor in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, so once he's got a longer one, it's not an issue. But for now, he'll just need to be aware of that.
Yeah. And you've got your own signals with Emmanuel about left and right and
Yeah,
more power, less power.
Yeah, what I do is I just signal, to just go forward.
Yeah.
Or if the chain's on the left,
Yep.
or the chain's on the right.
Uh-huh.
That works pretty well for us. Generally, I like pulling it with a chain straight up,
Yep.
so it's not strain on the motor.
On the windlass. Yeah.
the chain,
It likes
there,
to, it bundles up.
so it bundles up. So all
Yeah.
you got to do is you got to just grab that.
Yeah.
Just clear it.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, then
It'll jump off the,
well, this thing kind of jams.
yeah.
So yeah.
Roughly, at a guess, what would that be, 2-3 metres that have come
it's
up there
about
before?
10 meters.
10 metres
Yeah.
before it bundles up.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be, yeah. So the one thing he might look at doing is there's this little plate in here,
Yeah.
and he might actually just get some spare of those made up,
Yep.
because those bend.
Okay.
That's what, when it jams up, that little plate
Oh,
over
yes. Okay.
there. So it's a pretty simple little thing. It's not a problem, but
Just got to be mindful of
just
it.
mindful of it.
Yeah.
And again, you know, he might, with his chain, he might mark it every 15 meters or something, so he knows when he sees that, he's just got to clear it, or
Yeah.
every 10 meters. And I think the current's pushing us a bit here.
If I get in your way, Gregory, just sing out. I'm just going to follow you around.
Just let the main sheet go.
Yeah. So these are controls down at your feet for the power winch.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 2 speeds, so that's fast and that's slow.
Yep.
You want to come back a little bit? I was wondering if there's no run. Okay, now we get
Okay. So we've got about 10 knots of, is that true wind that's showing there?
apparent wind.
That's 10 knots of apparent wind, 5.9 knots of boat speed. Okay.
Yep.
As opposed to just being on a fixed compass bearing.
Right.
You know, your sails won't be in the right angle to.
Yes, yeah, okay.
So I use that quite a bit.
Okay, so this will steer the boat according to the wind varying a little bit.
Yes.
So that you set your sails and it continuously stays at the most optimum angle to the wind.
It will keep it at 39 degrees.
Yep, to the wind.
Yep.
Cool.
Which is, it's really effective because as the wind shifts,
It's efficient. Yeah,
it stays at that
constantly
angle.
moving up.
Yeah, you got to just watch it that you don't end up
In
hitting
shallow
something
water.
or hitting something
Yeah.
you weren't planning to. Direction.
So the throttles are in reverse to lock the folding props. At some point, do you put them back to neutral so that they're
Before you start.
only when you're starting?
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave them in
Yeah.
reverse. Okay, and they're not creating any drag.
Well, because they're folded.
Well, no, I guess they wouldn't be creating any drag, but they're still going to be rotating.
No.
No, they're not.
because
Of course,
it's
they're not.
in-
They're locked.
Yeah. Okay.
So first of all, I would just ease the main sheet just a little bit.
Yep.
After the tack, you can come out of the tack.
And power up.
Yeah. Otherwise, it'll just push the boat into the wind.
Oh yes.
That's when it's crystal. The traveller's been set, so you notice I just gave a bit of slack there.
Yes.
So the traveller can
Will
just
swing across.
on its own.
Yep.
So to start off, I just load up the see, I've just taken up a bit of strain here. You notice it's opening there, the jammer open.
Ah yeah.
So just to show that.
Ease it back off.
Just jammed it.
Yeah.
Just to take up a bit of strain.
Just to
so
take
you
the
can
pressure
open
off
it
the clutch. Yeah.
easily. And then I'll just do a tack. So that's just pushing those two. It's, hang on. Should be turning?
Yep.
No, there you go. And just when I tack, I don't back the jib.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Okay.
You don't need to on this boat.
Wow. And then you put your main sheets tension back on again.
Yeah, I'll get that on in the morning.
So about 30 degrees is optimal.
We're a little bit close at the moment, so I'm just see our speed's dropping.
Yeah.
Pushing the boat off a bit. Also the wind's just dropped just now.
Yeah.
Just to show the adjustments, you know. So I can use that all.
Yeah.
Oh, it's drip up there, sorry.
Yeah. Just being on a boat is nice.
Yeah, that's really tightened the leach up, hasn't it?
Just to get home then.
You can really set it just perfectly for the wind strength.
Yeah.
It's the winter, so maybe it's better. Yeah, yeah.
Two blokes play around the Spinnaker. How big is it?
I don't know, it'd be pretty big, but I'm going to leave Gregory to manage it all.
So let me just talk you through.
Yep.
I'll just rig up. So just on this side here, we've got the trip line rigged up.
Yep.
So you'll notice on this point here, so there's the trip line.
Right.
That's
Yes.
released there.
Yeah.
It's always good just to test it, because if you rig it up like that,
It can get caught and won't.
well, that won't trip.
Yep.
So see, it's on the wrong side.
Yeah, okay.
Side of the strip. Okay, so that's all rigged up. Generally, I set it first so that it's more or less in the, just past the middle here. And
Yes.
the same for the other side as well.
Yeah.
This rope. Oh, this is too tight. Emmanuel, can you release this side of it? It's too tight.
What, the Spinnaker?
The Spinnaker sheet's on this side. Okay, cleated. Thanks. And then what we've got is the line. So I've rigged it up the line, which would be. This is the line for the bottom of the sock. And what we do is we really split them. So I've got the bottom of the sock goes off there.
Yeah.
And this here will go up to the top of the sock.
Right.
So the lines are very separated. It's easy to know which one you got to pull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're all ready to
All
go.
set to go.